Guys, it's 4:10. Let's get up. We're gonna get up. What's up, guys? It's 4:10 in the morning. I turned my lights on because if I don't, I'm not getting up. I actually have not gone to bed yet. That might be a mistake, but it's just what it is. I edited my video for one of my videos and I finished it at like 1:30, and then I read some after and I could not go to sleep. I couldn't. I don't know if it's adrenaline or what. It wasn't working. So I stayed awake and just kind of like soaked in and like listened to music, because that's how I try to go to sleep, is I listen to music or ASMR. And it wasn't working, and so now I'm awake and it's 4:10 and I'm gonna be tired. But I'm just gonna drink Dr. Pepper and eat food, and hopefully that energizes me to keep going to at least until we get there. Or maybe I'll just sleep on the plane. I don't know. We will see. Regardless, hi. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I hope you enjoy. This is my first ever, oh my god, it's early, travel vlog. I am going to try my best to figure out how to edit this, because I won't be filming it all on my computer like I have been. So y'all will figure it out with me and hopefully it works out. But yeah. Let's make my bed and then get off of it, because that's the biggest challenge of the day. Hey guys, so I just finished making my bed. I turned these lights off and put my lamp on, and then I just kind of hung up all my clothes from yesterday's packing that I didn't use. And yeah, now I'm here. Oh man. I think since I didn't take a shower yesterday, I'm gonna take one now. Just kind of wash my body off and feel fresh before I go get dirty right all over again. And then I'm gonna change as well, and then we'll go from there. Guys, editor Alyssa here. It is currently the day after I got back home from flying back to Houston, and I realized that I didn't really film anything. I took tons of photos, like tons, but I didn't film any videos, except for like the fireworks and maybe like when we were getting on the plane going there, I think. But other than that, it's just a bunch of photos, so I'm sorry. It was just really hard to kind of film like while my family was around and we were always like on the move. So it was very difficult to kind of take videos and explain what we were doing while we were doing it. Plus, it was a lot of history and you had to be quiet in a lot of areas, and I didn't want to be disrespectful, so I just took tons of photos. So my plan is to kind of explain what we were doing here and then add in the photos so you can see them. I also posted tons of photos on my Instagram if you want to go look at that. I have posted 4th of July for sure is the first one I did, and then my plan is to kind of post pictures day 1, day 2, and 3, and so on over there. But I'll also show you some here on my channel. But if you want to see more, go check that out. yeah. So, sorry about that, guys. So, to kind of break down everything, I made a list of every single day, things that we did. And I'm just going to kind of read off the list and then talk about it. And then if I took pictures, I will add them in after I kind of talk about what we did. So day 1 was June 29th. It was a Sunday. So I did film me getting ready. That's at the beginning of this video. So I got ready, took my shower, and I was going to film after my shower, but I physically could not because we were running behind. So I had to pack up all the rest of my stuff in my bag and then go immediately. I was like rushing and I wanted to film leaving, but I couldn't. And then we drove to meet my grandparents, and then from where we met, we drove to the airport. So we flew out of Hobby Airport. So then we landed. I can't remember where we landed, but we made it safely. We then spent like an hour trying to figure out where we needed to go to get our rental car because we were driving a lot, so we needed to buy a rental car. But we figured it out. We got to the rental car place around 5, so because our flight was delayed, everything was kind of pushed back. So we got to the rental car place around 5 in the afternoon. And then we got to the hotel. We stayed at the Hilton Hotel. I have a picture. That was when we got there, and I saw like on the ceiling was like the lights, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I have to take a photo. We checked in, dropped our stuff off there, kind of checked both of our rooms out. My family had a room, and then my grandparents had a room. And then after we got settled, we then went to eat dinner. I can't remember where we stayed. It was a fancy restaurant, but I think I got like a burger and fries off the kids menu. You will see I'm a very picky eater. I eat a lot of the same stuff. So throughout the duration of this trip, I think I ate like burgers, I ate chicken sandwiches, and I think I got salmon one night, but that's kind of like it. I'm pretty picky, but we'll get into that later. So we ate dinner, we finished around 8 o'clock, and then we took a nighttime drive. I took pictures, but because of all the lights, it didn't really come out that great. But we just kind of drove around for a little bit. And then we came back to the hotel and we slept. I got ready. I slept. It was a good sleep. I was tired. Day 2, June 30th. It was a Monday. We woke up at 7 a.m. And for those of you who don't know, who like don't know, first of all, I'm not a morning person at all. And Washington is an hour ahead of us. So in my Texas time, I was waking up at 6 a.m. And it was really hard, guys. It was really hard. But I did it. I did it every single day, even though I was tired. We woke up 7 a.m. We got ready. Then we ate breakfast at 8. We ate that day at the hotel. Oh, this is the day. We didn't have anything planned. We just kind of wanted to walk around and see stuff. So we then started walking to all the different monuments they had. It was really cool. It was super hot though. I think that's where I got my tan. You can't really see in this lighting, but I'm tan. But that was like our most day outside. Was that day. We walked everywhere. I think we walked a total of 6.5 miles, which is a lot. And compared to like Texas, you don't really walk anywhere. You drive because it's super long distances. It's not all Texans, it's just me, guys. But yeah, super big difference. We walked everywhere, and then so like from maybe 8 till 1 we walked everywhere, and then we went to the Smithsonian Museum.
Oh, wait, did she ask you for me to stay late? No. I know. Other than I was working overtime any day I wanted.
Subway.
I need a cup of coffee. So let's start at Carson's. They're starting to place off.
Till around 3:30 is when we left. It was really cool. They had tons of stuff there. And then from the Smithsonian, we walked back to the hotel and rested till like 5:30. Much needed. I took a nap. That was a long day of walking. And then after that, we went to the grocery store. We just got some snacks for when we were at the hotel, and then water, and then of course Dr. Pepper. And then after the grocery store, we then went to get dinner. I can't remember where we went that night either. Sorry, guys. It was good though. All the food was good. And then we left to go back around 7. I want to say we went to like a few stores after, and then went back to the hotel. I took a shower and I slept. That day was brutal, but it was fun. It was fun. Then the next day, July 1st, officially July, we woke up 7 a.m. We got ready. We then got breakfast at the Starbucks that was in the hotel. Okay, I just had to turn my lights on. It's starting to get dark. After we got Starbucks, we had a tour that day, so we met our tour guide in the front of the hotel. She took us to the Capitol, Arlington Cemetery, and the Library of Congress. She took us to those 3 sites, and it was really interesting to hear all the different facts. If I can find her website that we toured, I will link it down below. If not, she was a really good tour. The company was really great. Definitely recommend. And then we had lunch, and then we had lunch like in between, and then after the tour we came back to the hotel. We chilled in there for like about 2 hours, and then we went to get dinner. They have a place called The Wharf. Has tons of restaurants and everything on there. It reminds me of if you're ever in Texas and you visit Galveston, we have a place called the Strand. It's pretty similar. You know, you've got the water right there. There's tons of restaurants, tons of shopping places. It definitely reminded me of that. Definitely visit if you're in Galveston. But we ate at a Mexican food place. Oh my gosh. In that little like area. And then after that, we came back to the hotel, took a shower, slept. Okay, day 4. You know, woke up 7 a.m., got ready. We had breakfast at a diner. It was really good. Really, really good. And then we drove around for like an hour. Didn't really have anything to do. And then we went to the Einstein statue and took a photo. I got flashbacks actually because on my, I don't know if all places do this, but here in Texas, all the elementary schools will have like a 5th grade field trip to Washington. I went on mine and we took a photo at the Einstein statue, like everyone that went. And they say if you rub his nose, you'll get good luck on all your tests and stuff. So being there now at the end of my high school career, it was like nostalgic or something. I don't know. It was just kind of weird for me. But yeah, me and my family took a photo there. And then we drove to Mount Vernon, which wasn't as long as a drive as I remember it being. I guess when I was a kid, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. But it was actually really short. Really great tour. I remember it vividly on my 5th grade field trip. It was my favorite spot. But when we went, they are actually right now, refurbishing the house. So a lot of the rooms were in construction. But we actually got behind the scenes that like how we toured. Definitely recommend. She takes you to some of the spots that you don't see if you're on the regular tour, like on the sides of the houses and kind of around the property. And then me and my siblings actually got to do a wreathing ceremony. If you don't know what that is, George Washington is buried on his property. And he, I guess, I don't know how you can do the wreathing ceremony. I don't know if it's included in the tour or what. But what you do is you have someone say the speech that they give you,
which you preside in his holy protection, that he would incline the hearts of the citizens to cultivate a spirit of subordination and obedience to government, to entertain a brotherly affection and love for one another, for their fellow citizens of the United States at large, and particularly for their brethren who have served in the field, and finally, that he would most graciously be pleased to dispose us all to do justice, to have love, mercy, and to demean ourselves with that charity, humiliation, and pacific temper of mind, which were the characteristics of the divine author of our blessed religion, and without an humble imitation of whose example in these things we can never hope to be a happy nation.
2 other people will take the wreath that they give you, and you will be able to go into the tomb that he's in and lay it in front or next to his where he's like laying down. But super great ceremony. Definitely recommend it. It's definitely something I will remember forever. And then after that, we just kind of drove around his property. I think from there, we went to visit a local church that Washington used to go to. And so that was definitely a cool thing to see. And then after that, we went to get dinner. And then we visited some local shops and the ice cream store. They had like a Ben and Jerry's. I have never seen a Ben and Jerry's ice cream place ever. So that was cool. And then we went back to the hotel around 7:20, and we just kind of chilled for the rest of the night, slept, showered, and yeah. Guys, I'm back. I took a little break, ate some dinner, and I'm ready to get back into it. We were on day number 5. So day number 5, it is officially July 3rd. It was a Thursday, so like normal, woke up 7 a.m., got ready. We did breakfast at Starbucks downstairs in the hotel. And then we went to tour Georgetown, which was basically like right next to Washington, D.C. So it was basically like a big neighborhood is what we toured. It was more like an architectural tour. Same company that we did with the previous time. But the tour basically tells you like why the houses were built the way they were, why Georgetown is the way it is, how it became that way. We toured the university that's right next to Georgetown as well. They call it Hogwarts on a hill, which I think is so funny. And it is like a castle. And then we toured they have like, not a lake, like a river is right there. I don't remember what it's called. And then we walked to the stairs. There's like, is it the Poltergeist stairs? Or it's not the Conjuring, you know, like the famous stairs. But we walked down those stairs. I did get like an eerie vibe, but no ghosts, no spirits, totally good. So that was cool too, to see that. I think the tour lasted maybe like 2 hours. We did it earlier in the day, so maybe like 8 to 10 is our tour, so it wasn't really super hot, which is nice. It was still kind of toasty, but not something to worry about. And then after that, we went and drove to Jefferson Memorial, because when we walked around the first day, that's the only place we did not stop by. So we toured that. And then after we took those pictures, I'll put them in here. We went back to the hotel and took a nap, which was much needed. And then we ate dinner, and that was it. That's all we did that day. July 4th, day number 6 officially. Super exciting day. So we woke up, got ready, breakfast at Starbucks again. So like in Texas, we do have like, so for me, to break it down, every year we go to Galveston, my family, and we have a beach house in Galveston. We stay there. We get our own fireworks. We blast fireworks. We have like the family come over. It's on my mom's side. And it's just like a chill. We go fishing. It's a good like day. And then the place where our beach house is at, they do throw like a little parade. So like if you want to be in the parade, you sign up and then you decorate the golf cart that you have, and then you drive around like the neighborhood a little quickly, and that's like our little parade, right? 4th of July. I did not know that Washington, D.C. had like a big parade. So we went to watch the parade. Fun fact, if you're looking, I think it was shot on the news, like whatever news channel was filming the parade that day. you can see me and my family on, if you're looking at it, on the left side, like the upper corner. You'll see me and my family, that's where we're sitting. We watched, they had like live music, they had people read the Declaration of Independence, and they had like another music band come up. They were dressed like soldiers, and they did like how they used to play music in the battle, which was really cool. And then they started the parade, which was really, really cool. They had tons of high schools like playing in the parade. Unfortunately, it was really, really hot that day. We were surrounded by tons of people and tons of concrete, so it was really, really overwhelming. So we didn't stay for the whole parade. We left early. I think we went into another Starbucks to like get cold air, and then we went back to the parade and watched like the last little bit. But I do have pictures posted on my Instagram if you want to see that. Yeah, super fun. They also like had a fair right like on the, if you walk down a few blocks, they had like a fair. It was basically like not a fair that you shop at, but that you learn how to do things. It's like an educational fair. I don't know what those are called. I did take a picture at the fair. They had like a little, not like a photo booth, but it had like a mirror and it was like all decorated and stuff. So I took a picture with that. But we only really stayed for those. And then we went back to the hotel and took a little nap. Me and my brother just watched TV. And then after like maybe for like 2 hours, we then got back up and we went to go get food on the wharf again. We went to Shake Shack. We got burgers and we then rented a boat on the wharf. We ate food on the boat and then waited for the fireworks. Which I gotta say, I thought the fireworks would be more. Maybe that's just me. But in Texas, it's kind of different when it comes to 4th of July. I was expecting Washington, D.C., like that's like the heart of USA, right? It's our capital. So I was imagining in my head that fireworks would be everywhere and it would be big. There was only fireworks in like one main spot. There were people shooting off their own fireworks, but like one like in like a little bit like here and there. But there was that one main spot, and that was it. Like after that was done, like everyone was done. if you come to Texas on 4th of July, it can range from the 3rd to the 5th of July, maybe even more than that. I'm not even kidding. We go big for 4th of July. There's like a whole thing that they do in Galveston sometimes. I know Kemah, like, it's huge. And it's not just like one place is shooting off fireworks. Everyone is shooting off fireworks. They have stands where you buy fireworks literally at every single corner. And you, like, cannot go to sleep because literally it's going off everywhere. Like, in Galveston, where we're normally at, we'll shoot off our own fireworks, right? And then we'll look around, and there's tons of people still shooting off, and you can see across, like, where the bridge is and everything, like, all around the water, that there's, like, people shooting off on the other side. Like, it is everywhere in Texas, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. So I was a little underwhelmed with the fireworks, but they were still pretty, and I still got good photos. After that, we drove back to the hotel and slept. It was a really good sleep. Definitely a busy day. It was hot that day. So now it is July 5th, day number 7. Woke up, got ready, Starbucks again. So this day, oh my goodness, we drove 2 hours to go to Gettysburg, which I had never been to before. Very cool experience, definitely recommend. We got there and parked, and then my grandpa got us tickets to see the, like, little film that they have. Definitely recommend doing that. If you don't know much about the battle, which, like, you learn about it in school, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I kind of forget everything after, like, a week. So, yeah, it was definitely good to kind of listen to that film and remember, like, okay, this is the Battle of Gettysburg, this is what happened, this is how long it was, this is where it was. And it's very informational. Definitely recommend. And then after the video, the film, they'll take you upstairs to, like, back when they painted it. It was like a 360 painting that they did. It has, like, a light up show where it shows you, like, where the bombs were being put off, and, like, when the story is playing, it'll say, okay, like, early morning and dawn, and, like, the lights will turn up because it's dawn, right? But it's very cool, very informational, and they did paint that painting after the battle, like, way after, but they still painted it. It's still, like, a historical piece, and something that's, like, I've never seen, so definitely recommend doing that. And then after that, we went to the gift shop, because you gotta see the gift shop. And then we spent some time in there. I think, yeah, after that, we went back into the car and we drove around Gettysburg. So if you get the app that they tell you, you can, like, listen to the story and go to the sites and play, like, what happened there, and it tells you while you're in the car, you're driving, you're seeing everything, and it tells you, like, oh, this is this battle that happened on this day, and they were coming over the hill, or whatever, and then you can get out and, like, take pictures and stuff. Super cool. We spent all day doing that, till, like, 4 in the afternoon. And then we stopped in the town and ate dinner at, like, a tavern place. The dinner place was underground, which I've never experienced ever in the restaurant, going, like, underground and, like, having candles light up the place on your table and stuff. It was a very cool experience. Really, really good food. So yeah, it was very cool. And then after that, We drove back for 2 hours. We then also packed up for our flight because this was like the last official day in Washington, D.C. And then we slept and got rested for July 6th, day number 8. Sunday is our last day. We got ready. We drove to drop off our rental car. Oh my goodness. And then we checked into the airport. Went through all the security. I hate that part. We had breakfast at the airport, and then our plane arrived on time. Super grateful for that. I was kind of ready to come back home. Like, I was ready. The plane ride back, I think it was started at like 12:30. We got back around 2:30. We drove home, and I am not even going to lie. I got here and was like, okay, I know I have to film this video. Do I want to though? And I filmed, I think I filmed the part that was coming up after this. So day number 9 I filmed, but I didn't film this part or the other part of my trip. So that's why the part that's gonna come after this looks a little different, because, yeah. Okay, so now it is July 7th is today that I'm recording this. It's Monday. Right now it is around 3:30. So today, kind of like break down what I did. It was a really long day yesterday, whole plane ride and everything. So I woke up around 10, and then I just kind of chilled for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Didn't really do much. Just sat there basically and like watched TV. And then I had to get up because my mom was getting ready. We were going to visit my cousins. They're moving really, really close to us, actually. I think like maybe not even a 2-minute drive. It's super close. So they're moving in today. So my mom wanted to go visit them and kind of see how everything's going. And then we, after that, went to get Cammy, my chameleon, from my friend. After that, I came back home and dropped her off and got her situated. I had to get her another light and some more food. So after I got her set up, I went to get myself food because I was hungry. And then I took my brother and me to go to my grandma's house, like a 30-minute drive, and then got my turtle, Remy. And then I went to the store after that. I got him turtle food, the light that I needed to get Cammy, and then her crickets. And then I came home. I put her crickets in the bin. I got her light fixed. And then I started a load of laundry. And now I'm here. This is like, I came upstairs. I moved all my stuff upstairs. And then I started recording. And I started editing. So that's how I realized I didn't film any videos and anything. So right now, the current state of my room is a disaster, to say the least. There's my suitcase and stuff everywhere. I need to clean my turtle's tank. That'll be in a different video though. I'm probably not going to do that today. I still have laundry I have to do. And then I just gotta put him in his tank and organize my room because the state of it, it's not looking good. So I have to film his turtle cleaning video and my Sunday reset video. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Remy situated in his tank because he needs to be in there. I will clean his tank tomorrow and I'll record that video. And I will wash my clothes now because they need to be washed. And it's already almost 4 o'clock. So I think what I will do yeah, is I'll just edit for the rest of the day because I'm tired, and even though I should clean my room, I'll probably wait until tomorrow or the next day to do that because I gotta edit this video and get it out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put Remy in his tank and edit my videos, my traveling videos. You can just get a sneak peek, I guess, at the current state of my room. There's Remy right there. And yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but it's kind of bad. But you guys will see that in my upcoming video when I clean my room again after traveling. But yeah, so this is where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys for staying this long. If you liked this video, consider subscribing and comment down below the smiling emoji with like the rosy cheeks for I'm happy that I'm back home and I can just sit in my bed and chill for the rest of the summer. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day.